Good morning, beautiful people, powerful souls. Welcome to Mindful Monday. Is your mind full or you being mindful? Oh, it's a beautiful new day of opportunity. What are you choosing to focus on? Are you walking in faith or walking in fear? Are you being mindful? Present, coming into your beingness, that knowing. All competing soon, so after my competition I am actually going to do a 3-day reset, so nervous system regulation. So my last reset I did was on movement, mindset and nutrition, because those are my 3 pillars. I'm really passionate about working alongside people. I always say working alongside people because I believe people help themselves. You know, we can give them the tools so they can, but people help themselves. You know, like it's not actually about us fixing people. People aren't broken. They're where they are. You know, this is their journey. It's about them coming home to themselves, their inner knowing, their inner guide, doing some healing. And that's what my reset's going to be about. It's about coming home to yourself, about sitting with yourself. I've been on this healing journey for a long time. Most of my life, actually, I was lost and hurt. I lost my mum really young, and it really impacted on my whole brain development, everything. Because when you don't have that motherly figure, you know, that uffying, that that I went through things when I was younger that really rattled me and hurt me, and I was really scared to sit with myself for a long time, so I went into nature, nurture, and I've been learning to nourish myself from within now, sit with myself in stillness, because I was always scared of what would come up for me. But actually that's when the healing began, when I could release it, when I wasn't holding on to it anymore, that I had this fire, this rage, actually, this hurt within me, and I released a lot of it just with sitting, meditating, being mindful, and really it's helped me to really create this beautiful healing space, really this wellness sanctuary that I'm loving, and you know, walking in faith over fear, getting out of my own way and getting out of my head, coming into my heart space. Because there's a lot that happens in life that can hinder us, you know, it's not helping us, but we can help ourselves by looking after ourselves, what we say to ourselves, what we put in ourselves, and what we do. And you know, it's coming back to gratitude. What are we thankful for? These little things, you know, like all the time we're so busy that, and we're so overstimulated. I love digital detox, actually, letting things come to me, and just creating awareness, really. So I've learnt a lot, not just because you only know what you know, so I've really opened my heart to learning, and because, you know, like education there's so much things out there, you know, but actually unless you embody it, you know, education embodied is empowerment. So it's actually about using these tools, these strategies, and that's what this 3-day reset's going to be about. It's about getting out of our head, coming back into our heart space, regulating our nervous system, because we can be in this fight flight quite often because we're activated. There's a lot of things going on, especially when we're on our phones all the time. We're busy rushing around. You know, we're human beings, we're not human doers. So I've learnt somatics. I'm going to be doing some study, going over some things. I've been going back into my mindfulness practice. So I've got a diploma in mindfulness. Well, I'm just finishing the last of it. I always say what I have already. It's a part of manifesting. Manifesting miracles. Yeah. Because what you focus on grows. You know, what are you saying to yourself? What are you putting out there? Is it positive? Is it empowering? Because you get more of that, your brain goes to work. It is a chemical factory. So, are you walking in faith? And that's why this reset's going to be actually about creating healthier habits, like rituals, like things that you can do in the morning. And it's not about building Rome, in a day. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. It's not. It's about simple strategic steps lead to sustainable results. Like long term, like sustainable living. It's such a quick fix. Extreme society, and people are just, they go from one thing to another, and a lot of the things aren't even helping us, they're harming us. So, like, look into the science of what you're putting in your body too, like, I just see it on these perimenopause and menopause pages, these people taking, this and that, getting injections for weight loss and that, and I'm like, oh man, be careful of your organs and what's the side effects of these medications long term. Look into it. People want to lose a bit of weight and that, do the work, because that's where that inner fire comes from. Like, you start feeling better from within yourself, like showing up for yourself. Like, I know it's all good to set these intentions, and that's why sometimes it's good having a coach. I've got a 14-day trial if people want to, it's free, risk-free, give it a go, because it's about these little steps that actually lead to massive gains, but it's building your mana, that inner power, like that. Like, it's not about anyone else, it's about you. We can be competing, comparing, and it's ego. But come back to yourself, actually love on yourself, nurture yourself. No one else is going to come save you, it's actually up to you. So this 3-day reset's about reconnecting with yourself, restoring, reclaiming your power, and just, reconnecting to that, to yourself. The inner child, doing that healing, like, just, there's a lot of things that can happen sometimes, and we can be stuck in our sympathetic nervous system. So I can talk to about gut brain health, because a lot of it, there's a vagus nerve that runs straight from the brain through all your organs to your gut. So sometimes when you're having puku problems, it can be a lot of what's going on in here too. And in here, like, a lot of us overeat. We're eating food like products and things that are actually harming us. They're not helping us. So it's like, what are you putting in yourself? What are you saying to yourself? What are you doing? But this is actually about, I was thinking about doing some qigong, some movement and that, but no, I think it's going to be actually a space where we are sitting in stillness and coming back to ourselves and doing some somatics, reconnecting with the body. I can teach you how to get out of that fight flight, because especially as women, as we age, our cortisol increases. So that's where a lot of the puku weight, the fat, is, because of our cortisol. We end up with a lot of visceral fat, which is really unhealthy fat, because that's what wraps around our organs and creates metabolic issues, insulin resistance. Like, it just creates havoc in the body. So it's amazing when I started meditating on it, how much weight I shed. So it's not actually about go drilling yourself. Like, I train 4 days a week now. The weekend I'm off. I turn off my phone all the time, and I've been spending more time resting so I can be at my best. Rests. So parasympathetic nervous system. So you got the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight, flight, survival, and then you've got the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest. So you want to come back into that so you can be at your best. So that's what we're going to focus on, actually coming back into that puku, that wellness space, so you can start digesting your food, processing things even better up here, not just in your puku. And coming home to yourself, come back into your heart space and feeling that gratitude, that love for yourself and all the things you have, the blessings, appreciation, because man, you send that out and it's a frequency. Your family will feel it, everyone around you. You will be the light. Let's be the lighthouse in the darkness, because I haven't watched TV and that for years, because I'm like, ooh, it was hurting my soul. I'm like, soulful living. I'm just out here enjoying life and spreading love and light. But it starts with you. You've got to look after you first. Self love in action. Be the being you're born to be. God bless.